I don't see a lot of Black women sharing their founder story from ground zero. No investors yet, no Forbes feature yet, no insert your idea of an advantage yet. Just drive, belief, and a fire that won't go out. I felt overlooked. I felt underestimated. I've had to pivot over and over and over. Law school,
Hey y'all.
YouTube,
Affordable.
leaving traditional law firm life. And you know what? I'll do it again. Because each time I become better and the vision becomes clearer. Hello.
Going.
Good. How are you?
Good. Nice to see you. I know that it's a busy time right now, so I'm excited to kind of chat with you about everything you've got going on.
Of course. I'm excited. Thank you for reaching out. I'm still like new to LinkedIn. I feel like the new LinkedIn. So I'll be like, what are we doing over here? Because before it was just like updating your resume and you're like, bye.
So much of it's trial and error and stuff. So I know I was like looking at some of your stuff, and I think you mentioned having like a developer.
So I had a client suggest, like, because I kept talking about this app idea I had for like years. And I finally like told my client, because I was like, hey, like, you're somebody that might use it. What do you think? She's like, I love the idea to have just one-stop shop with all my legal education. I can book your consultations if I want it, or I can just like use your community tab with other creators and just like have one place to go to. She got me in contact with a company where they worked with developers where I wouldn't have to talk to developers. And I was like, well, that sounds great. Easier for me. But problem one, really. Because I was like, oh yeah, it should be simple. I'm just going to do just video. Like, I wasn't expecting to have all the ideas I have now, but I wouldn't have probably had it until I launched the app. So yeah, I was working with them. It was fine. But there were so many features. Once I like got in it and got like in the dashboard, I realized, oh wow, they actually don't have. From November to April, we launched in April. And then literally like the day after, I was like, nah, like, like my operation manager, she just is amazing. She helps with like everything. And she was like, can I please tell you something? And I was like, say it. She's like, I hate it. I said, okay, me too. And it was really like admin side hate. Like if we are struggling with keeping it up, like they didn't even have like an admin like dashboard tab or like app where like I had to like log in as admin and log out and log in as me and it was just like everybody had to log in as admin. That's helping. It was like, please, I can't.
Just a lot,
Yeah, so she was like, okay, well, her fiance is a software engineer, but she's like, I don't know if he does this. Like, so we got on a couple calls, and I got on several calls with other developers just to like get an idea of like what I should be looking out for, what questions to ask. And her fiance pitched me. He like gave me an amazing pitch, created a whole Figma presentation with like taking my mind, creating the app that I deserve. He's like, this is what it should look like. This is the walkthrough. And so yeah, I'm working with him, which has been phenomenal already. My goal has always been to protect creators. How can I protect creators? I'm flexible on the how, but the why remains the same. I am taking this month off of YouTube, but I'm still going to be filming, and I'm going to be sharing some bite-sized pieces of what's happening this month so you guys can see. Hopefully this turns out to be like a cool video in August, getting a recap of what the heck were we working on with the app. I am in full app mode, and I have some new updates already. So we were originally called Social Docket Dialogue, and we are now officially Social Docket. Officially, unofficially, but I will share with you guys some of the branding that my amazing team, thank you so much team, you guys are amazing, have helped me come up with. When I tell you guys I am not trying to do this alone. Yes, I'm the visionary. Yes, I'm the CEO. Yes, I'm the founder, etc. But it's all about teamwork. I want this to be so much bigger than I can even think of, and I'm going to need help. So I'm so grateful and blessed to have an amazing team that just gets it. What a privilege. Like, the hardest part about being an entrepreneur is hiring, and I feel like I've done pretty darn good. So this is what I'm doing today. It is a Saturday, July 5th, like I said, the day after 4th of July. I was traveling for the past like 2.5 weeks, so I'm really doing a hard reset. I am really locked in. I'm spending my mornings working out, focusing on my wellness, researching, writing, a lot of entrepreneurship, especially as a startup founder. For me, I've realized it's research. It's research. You want to be credible, you want to be knowledgeable, you want to be up to date, and I want to make sure that the resources and tools that we are building make sense and work and are going to be great for you guys. So right now what I'm doing is I'm doing some research between ChatGPT, Google, Westlaw, Lexis, Forbes, Business Insider, American Influencer Council. I'm kind of searching across all these nuances, all these variables, the Federal Trade Commission, some TikTok videos, Instagram, because at the end of the day, because I'm in the legal space, in the creator economy, there just aren't a ton of resources for lawyers and for law students and for creators to go for legal knowledge and education, which is what I'm trying to build. I'm having to lean on like marketing experts, which are great because they're just ahead, on tech experts, on the AI industry and those other means, and make them make sense. So I'm kind of almost like first year law school, where I'm taking the facts that we do have, which is traditional media, traditional entertainment, marketing, AI, tech, software, legal ed for law firms, because I'm creating legal education, a legal ed tech company for creators and creator economy. It's different, but there are some things that I can learn. So I'm taking the facts that I have, coming up with an analysis that makes sense, just making sure that I'm focusing on the topics that I need to, that are relevant to the business and to the company that I'm building. So that's like the not so sexy part, but I love it. I can nerd out about it. I've also thought about taking some AI courses, some software courses, but everybody that I talk to tells me like it's really practice, because things are moving so fast. I love this stuff. It's hard, and it doesn't come super natural for me because I'm not a tech person, but I need to stop saying that because I will be, and I'm working towards it, where I'm really at that intersection between law and the creator economy. We know that, but adding the element of understanding tech and AI is going to just level it up. So I'm excited. Not the sirens. Ciao.
Yeah, this is legacy approved. I had a vision before.
Something I do that I don't know if this is random or like odd is I always put the dates on literally everything that I write. Anything that I write down, I put the date on it, because it's something about being able to go back and see where my mind was at that date and at that time. Man, it just really fuels me. Like, future me will look back at me putting July 5th, 2025 and be like, girl, if only you knew where Social Docket was. So weird not calling it Social Docket Dialogue now, because I'm so used to that and I got used to it. But that also goes to show, like, you can make people get used to whatever you tell them. So like the term, I think about the term Google or like Apple or all these terms that we use now that it's just so normal, like Netflix, like Hulu, like these terms that if we didn't connect them to the company, to the business, to the mission, to the purpose, to the passion, to the why, to how we use it, would mean nothing. Yeah, so essentially you tell the audience and you train the audience and the market on how to know your brand and how to know your name. So Social Docket, I do think, encompasses everything. We don't need dialogue, it's just long, and I think Social Docket is strong. I can cry thinking about like having a team is so important. I don't know why I'm getting emotional. Well, my period comes next week anyway, but having a team is so important, because it can feel really lonely and like, is this gonna work? Y'all, this is the hardest month. It's been so hard, you guys. Like, I've never been in
my finances, like the budgeting. You see how I am
in this hard of a financial position, and it's hard to admit. I feel like a failure. Like, I feel like I have all this talent and this knowledge and this experience. For me to be in this position is embarrassing, but I have gotten through harder things. I can get through this. Oh wow, this is not where I thought we were gonna go, but this is not easy. I was telling all my close friends, like, business expenses, like I've spent over $75,000 this year to date, not included, so for 5 months. And I haven't even made any income with Social Docket yet. So I want y'all to understand, I have failed at a lot of businesses, and but this one, I can't explain it. I know this is it, and I can't wait to look back and be like, yeah, you're right, this was it. I've never felt more passionate and more clear about something. And what I'm working on now is like, Lord, please help me see what others see. Lord, please help me become what I know I want to become, and remove any limitations, remove any doubt, remove any of this imposter syndrome, remove it, and allow me to step into my purpose, my passion, and the wealth that I know that I will have. Update, I am about to put on a YouTube video on my iPad, have my iced coffee, I have my phone because I'm going to go through content, I have my notebook because I have some packages from PR that I need to unbox. I know what you're thinking, Kameron, what does this have to do with an app update? Don't you fret, young lad. So I'm like, okay, let's say I need 20 to 50K over the next probably 6 months, maybe less, maybe more, but that's also including not just like development, but it's like my team that I'm paying for, me to survive, just everything, right? I have personal things going on that I may have to help financially with. So I'm like, okay, we have an audience. We are entrepreneur. We can do this. Yesterday, I actually had an interview, which is wild because I did not apply, which is crazy, which is such a blessing because I know people haven't been applying and they're struggling. So I say this to say, somebody reached out to me and they're looking for a content creator, and basically, to me, it's more giving marketing director, but a content creator for their law firm. My lips are so topicals. You know what's crazy is I'm actually gonna link stuff now because I need to be an influencer. I need to be a creator. I need to get back in my creator bag. Anyway, like I was saying, so it was a law firm and they are at the intersection between tech and immigration law. By the time y'all see this video, I've either gotten the offer and accepted it and or it just didn't work out because I'm a little bit specific now that I'm an entrepreneur, and there's things I know I can and cannot do, especially because I'm building a business. They know that. They reached out to me from LinkedIn, so they see my profile, they know what's going on. But they loved like my work. They think I would be the best candidate, et cetera, which I'm like, I'm flattered. So they originally wanted somebody full-time, and I was like, I'm gonna be honest, I can't do full-time. Still got on the first call, still can't do full-time. Got on the second call, still can't do full-time. The price was intriguing and I thought about it, but I was like, I can't do full-time. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to take away someone else's opportunity because right now people are applying for jobs. Like, it's hard to get a job. So I don't want to take that away from somebody that is looking for full-time employment. So I said, I can't do it full-time. They were like, oh, no problem. We'll have to go with somebody else. I'm like, bet. Prayed about it. I was like, okay. A few days later, they were like, we can do part-time and we can work with your schedule. Like, can you come in? Can we meet with you? So that's what yesterday was. My goal with my team, we're going to talk about updates with the app in a second, but is where we just utilize like my social media in general, and won't have to raise. We'll be so profitable where maybe we partner with someone. I really love what Sandstore did. So John, I believe, is one of the founders. He partnered with Stephen Bartlett, such an alignment and collaboration, and now they're basically like co-founders. So instead of giving equity without receiving direct, like, I guess, personal investment in the company, because yes, you give equity, they pay money, etc. And I know like a lot of VCs are they're in an advisory role, etc. But I do think it would be dope, like if I did find someone that was super in alignment, whether it's another CEO, another founder, a creator, whatever, and then like eventually when we do need like a little bit more of a larger audience or bigger collab, then we just kind of do that versus traditional VC funding kind of route. But I'm not against that. Not against angel investors, not against it, because right now, this is what I'm doing. I'm like, I believe in this, and the longer I go, the more clarity I get, and I'm like, but I have to boots on the ground, 10 toes down, make this happen. And also, being an entrepreneur, I'm like, I don't know why I felt defeated when I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to take this job offer, but I'm like, ask for what you want, and I'm really proud of myself for saying, no, I don't want full-time, just like I did with Level Up when I worked with them. I don't want full-time, and it worked. It was fine for the time being. And I'm like, with this, it's like, no, I can ask for what I want. If y'all want the services, this is what it looks like. If you guys don't follow me on LinkedIn, definitely follow me there if you guys are interested in that. LinkedIn is definitely a platform that's more professional, but they're starting to get into the video, social media content, so definitely follow me on LinkedIn. I'll leave my links for that below if you're interested in that. So yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully it works out. If not, I know God got something better. But it would be super dope because it also is just like I pulled out my big camera. Like, I feel like I do miss being in creativity. I am being creative with all that I do with app film and everything, especially now that we're talking about design and branding. I do miss being behind the camera, being in front of the camera. So like the other day I went on a walk and I just was like capturing random photos. I'll pop them up here, and I just miss that actually. So I was like, you could be a content creator. Like, I don't know why I haven't been focused on like content creation, storytelling of it all. Like I have, but only for like around my app, around being a founder. But like I miss just creating a little bit. So thankfully, brands still believe in me, and I still get a ton of PR. So I'm going through some of the PR, gonna strategize it, and plan some organic content around PR. And the benefit of that is I've had brands where they like, once I created the video, they're like, hey, can we like pay for usage? So even though you're creating for free, you may get payment later on, which is nice. And I'm still doing brand deals and stuff like that. So I'm in talks with a few brands to come up with what works. So yeah. Also, unfortunately, I had a trip in August to Italy with my girls, and I had to cancel it. One, the timing really wouldn't be smart. Like, if I'm serious about making this a multi-million-dollar company, billion-dollar company, whatever, I need to act like it. And leaving for 10 days, literally weeks before launch, probably isn't the best. Plus, financially, it would be a stretch. I could do it. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. It's also a really good financial thing I need to keep in mind. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. So, that was one of the, it sounds dramatic, but it's one of the hardest things I had to do. Like, I haven't really had to say no to myself when it comes to like travel, which is such a privilege, but I'm like, don't be greedy. Like, I just went on like a 2.5 week trip to Europe, and then I'm also going to Jamaica in November. I'm sure there's another trip that's going to pop up. I'm going to need to probably do like a solo weekend somewhere. So although I'm not doing the Italy trip because the timing, now I can take this to my advantage. And like, I have brands in my DMs that are like, hey, you're in New York, like we want to like host you. So I'm like, let me take the time to like sit in New York, get in my creative bag, focus on the app, maybe help develop someone else's creativity in their marketing, which would be dope. And yeah, so that's what's happening in this update. But I also have the third dev update from our developer. I'm still dealing with this legal trademark stuff, which is actually insane. I can't believe like we're still dealing with this. Anyway, but do y'all see the brand? Hey, sorry, text messages. Whoa. Y'all. Social freaking Docket.
Hey Cameron, welcome to demo number 3. I believe it's 3. I have some exciting updates to show you. So first up, the agenda. As you noticed, where I'm using the updated theme, brand, logos, colors, everything. The old and with the new. So first up is the project timeline. In the last 2, detour, inspiration, strike, and so I had to take a stab at the branding, identity, design, logo, colors, and everything. And I'm really happy that we both like the direction. And so what I did is I started incorporating the brand into the app, because the more features I build, the more... Finally,
our first sneak peek of the iOS version. This is like super just like raw, not actually what it's going to be. We're going to have to go over like logistics and specifics when it comes to what I want the screen to look like. These apps down here, like for example, like I don't think we need to have settings. I think the settings should be embedded into the profile so there's less icons on the bottom. So yeah, exciting updates, so many new things. Sometimes I be feeling like, I feel like, dang, like I totally get like, since I don't know the tech, like I feel like I'm not doing as much. But then I sit back and I'm like, girl. And then now I'm about to get into like the actual aspect of work for the app. For me, from my point of view, yes, I'm doing like a lot of approvals in this stage and input and feedback and yes and no and highlight this and what does this look like and can we do this and that kind of thing. And then networking is really important in marketing. So like I'm the face of the brand at this point. I'm the founder. Like I'm just doing a lot of that. So I have to give myself grace. So it's like you're doing a lot. But the next stage is starting to prep material to train our AI. So we're gonna have a contract management tool and redlining tool. That's the goal for phase 2 of the launch. And I'm just doing research on what I can and cannot feed it, like what are the guardrails we can use. We already have cybersecurity protections. I also need to do research, just more research that things I already know, but like things change where, okay, what is the updated language that I need to have for terms and conditions and privacy policies, especially with AI embedded, like how do I need the AI prompts to present when it is something that feels a little bit more lawyery, but we're not giving legal advice, that kind of aspect. And then also I am going to redact personal information from the contracts and any information that I'm using to feed the AI, whether it's my contracts, client contracts, etc., or people that are going to like donate their contracts for research purposes. But I have to redact the personal information, which I'm totally fine with doing, but I need to know the best way to do that. So, which is why I need to be, you know, in New York City. I need to be at home. I would love to be traveling, but realistically, especially for the Italy type trip, if it was solo, it'd be different. Like I probably could like work a lot more, but I know I'm gonna want to like spend time with my friends. And it's just when you're on different time zones, it's just never really the same. When you're in like launch season, and I'm like, okay, you're committing. This is launch season. Work, wellness, discipline, and networking. That is really all I'm focusing on. And of course, sprinkling in some little moments. Like yesterday, after the interview, I was like, you know, I'm gonna treat myself to like a little late lunch. And then I was passing one of my friends' apartments. I was like, girl, you want to grab a glass of wine? And we got to catch up. And it was really fulfilling my cup, but also hers, which just felt really good. So it's okay to spend a few hours in your week to spend time with people that you love and you care about and just like pour into them. And then I FaceTime my other friend. It felt really good. And it was a reminder that I actually do need to make time for that, even in busy launch season. Being a founder, being an entrepreneur is so challenging. And then it's so rewarding at the same time. And I saw a TikTok and somebody was like, you really need to find a way to neutralize your emotions faster. Not that you can't feel them. So it's like when you're angry, okay. When you're upset, when you're sad, okay. But how fast you can get back to neutral is going to determine a lot. So like maybe not necessarily the trajectory of your success. I don't necessarily know if that's what she was saying, but like I do think there is value in like I have some high highs and some low lows, but I always can find myself back to neutral. I'm just trying to merge that gap faster. And I think overall I've been doing pretty good. Built for this, you know. God got me. I've been praying and just like, yeah, making compromises and sacrifices because there'll be a day I want to do that. Or it'll be a different sacrifice, which is fine. Anyway.
At the end of the day, the day gotta end. I seen me through the process. I don't really want no problems. Niggas ain't got no merit. Niggas ain't got no posture. Round here we keep beat up, kick my feet up out my posse. And deposit, keep it posse. Shout my nigga Johnny, stay 10 down. The way they talk, these niggas lost me. I bet on me, I'm never losing. Tell me how I'm finna cut my losses. All I got is my word, and that is serving the truth. I'm off for the goose. She love us of me. I'm liberated, my spirit is free. This sounds so nuanced. Thick sauce like poupon. From the bay like Cool John. Rich thoughts, I'm bossed up. When it fit my plate, I know they nauseous. I keep cautious. But she tryna be booed up. She don't know about her roster. Act like you knew us. I'ma be him to the coffin. I'm back in the gym, I'm ballin'. Cut back on the gym with a tonic. I'm tryna fill up my pocket. She want me to hit in the bonnet. I'm tryna cop me a rocket, get high as the sky when I wanted no problem. Stress-free living, now I did my time. My mind was prison. Now the safest laced with plenty pages. Bitch, I'm winning. Sick when you see me beat my curses. I deserve it. See me pushing down. May the truth be told, I was down bad, now I got it on go. Finna count my dough till my thumb got slit. Put my neck on glitz, put my name on the list. Finna shine on the fucking drum. From the bay, been player one, way too clean. I was born this way, this my DNA. I was EBT, now the bread on the way was for ETA. I done took my payment, it sound too clean. I'm a trailer. Never thought I can't, got $1 on me. What is life but a dream? I been turn me up. I ain't even hit 10, bro. This shit lightweight, let them feel my
Trademark attorney's calling. Hello? I was like, what happened? Good. Better than before. Last time we talked, I was like, she probably thinking, but child, it's a mess. Girl, exactly. It's a mess. So, child, they change their mind, and then I've already paid them something. I don't have anything. I can't do it anyway, so I can't do that. Because that means, okay, then who in my team is not getting paid? And I can't do that right now. They don't feel worth me risking the position it's going to put me in at the end of the month if I do that. I still haven't had any clarity on that because, yeah. Let me look at the calendar. That's 3 weeks from today. I'll just figure it out. It'll come. I'll figure it out. It's fine. I'll pay them, but I'm not going to pay them today. But I can pay them by the end of the month. That's fine. That's what, next Thursday? They're going to get it barely then. So at the end of the day gotta end, and it really could be worse. But still I rise. We fall down, but we get up. And we keep it moving. And that's it. And God already got it worked out. Apparently, whatever the legal team need to be, must be about to pop off. Maybe it's gonna be the merch for law students, whatever. But, But yeah, I will be sending a text immediately. I'll be like, girl, drink, a sip. Girl, maybe even a little snack, a little appetizer. Okay? Because, girl, we must. I've built before. I've pivoted before. But this is different. This time, I'm building for impact. Social Docket is the answer to a broken system. I'm tired of creators being confused about usage rights, stuck in predatory contracts, or even taken advantage of because they lack the knowledge that isn't even accessible to most. I'm tired of watching people win out the backs of others' lack of education and privilege. Yeah, education and knowledge is a privilege that I'm grateful to have as an attorney and as a seasoned creator. So I want to share that. I need to share this. It's time I move from just being the lawyer and legal consultant behind the scenes to building the actual legal and trust infrastructure of the creator economy. This isn't just an app. It's a movement. Listen, going from lawyer to startup founder is not glamorous. Plus, I'm bootstrapping, so, child, that's a topic for another day. So, I'm a student all over again, learning the language of tech, startup life, VC, and so much more. But honestly, it's helping me realize how hard learning how to protect your brand could be for a creator without the right education, knowledge, and guidance. Because law has a language too. These professional languages tend to add a barrier to entry that, sure, sometimes need to be there, but usually they don't. I know what I'm building. I know who it's for. I'm building for the creator who doesn't want to sign the wrong deal again. For the creator who wants their confidence and their creativity to show in their business discussions. For the creator who genuinely wants to learn how to be a better entrepreneur but doesn't know where to start. I'm building for us. So this is episode 1, starting from scratch again. One day this will be $1 million, maybe even $1 billion company. Not because of happenstance, but because it solves a real problem. Because it centers the most important people who make up the creator economy. Creators. This is what it looks like to start from zero. And I want you to see all of it. I'm so excited. Okay. Especially this messy beginning, messy middle that I'm in. Somewhere between, I know we can do it, and child, I hope we can do it. There is one thing I know for sure. I am the best founder for the job. So if you're building something too, I would love to know all about it. So comment below so we all can support each other and build together. And if you want to be a part of the movement, the Social Docket movement, definitely check the description box for the link so you guys can join the wait list because we're launching fall 2025, Lord willing. And with that, I will see you guys on the next episode. Now, you didn't think I was going to end the video without doing my affirmation. For those that don't know, I always end my videos with an affirmation. So if you did make it this far in the video, comment below. I create real value and impact. Because we do.
City of mine, how I love the city